Hi everyone, I'm back again. I'm doing really well now at keeping up with my YouTube. So a couple of things. I am a bit unwell today, so I'm probably going to be a bit slow. But also I do have a bit of a sore throat, so if I sound a bit deep, then that's why. Also, this is my new setup. So I have been trying to, as you know, get my camera set up right, my angles, my lighting, and I also now have a new chair which is here. So it is a bit lower than my other chair, so obviously I've got to try and redo my whole camera angle setup. So I'm hoping this is a good angle. Let me know what you guys think, because obviously you're the ones that have to look at me. Obviously you can't see the fairy lights in this angle, but you can still see my little lights over there. So let's get to the video. So today I'm going to be showing you guys like an alternative sort of dark look. I would say this is sort of what I would wear if I was going out. It's quite dark, quite sort of, I love my dark makeup when I go out, so I like it dark and smoky and just nice. Obviously being a bit alternative, I do like to be going a bit darker with my makeup, so I'm going to show you this beautiful alternative look. So I've just gone ahead and applied my eye primer. I used the P. Louise base in 0.5 and I set it with my Revolution baking powder in Lace. Today I'm going to be using my favourite palette ever. I did use this in my last video. This is the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill palette volume 2. So I forgot to say, like, I've dyed my hair. Obviously, like, I'm sure you've probably noticed, but yeah, I did dye my hair. It's not quite done yet, but it will be after another coat. So it's going to be pink and it's got purple underneath. So yeah, you probably noticed, but I forgot to mention. I didn't want to be like nothing's happened, like but my auntie done that, so I'm very thankful for that. And she works at her own salon, which is Rose Hair in Bury St Edmunds. Rose Hair, go check it out. They do hair extensions as well, so yeah, go. So yeah, with this palette it's perfect for this look because I'm going to be using some black, which is there, and some red, which is there too. So I'm going to start with my P. Louise. Is stained, by the way, it's not dirty. They always stain, I don't know. So this brush is 121 P. Louise and I'm taking this red here. So I'm putting it above the crease, and that is going a little bit higher than my crease to create the illusion of a big eyelid space and a high crease. Obviously I won't be cutting my crease today because it will have a dark lid and I won't need to, but we still need to be making sure that is high, so we're going to see it. And what we're doing is we are going to stop about here. Okay, we're not going to be smoking it out too much. I'm just going to go ahead and do the outer corner as well. For this we're not going to go too far out. For this it is just like a round edge. So we have gone quite high. I've gone quite high with the red because I do want it to be quite high. So it is quite near the eyebrows. However, when we get to the eyebrows we will be just lightening that area, so it won't be quite as high, if that makes sense. Now I'm taking a slightly fluffier brush. This is my setting brush from Real Techniques and I use it for eyeshadow, and I'm very gently just going over, with no product, going over the outer bit of that, just right at the top, blending it very slightly, not a lot at all, like literally just a tiny amount. You don't want it like really harsh, like it is going to be quite harsh but not We don't want it like a block, you know. So next I'm going to be taking my P. Louise base. This is Badder Black. Really, really good because it's really black. It's really, really dark, and obviously it's a liquid, so it just applies so nicely. It's brilliant. I'm just taking some on my hand there, and I'm taking a flat brush, and what I'm going to do is put that all over my lid. I'm always treating it sort of like a cut crease, but with black instead of the usual base. So it doesn't matter if it's kind of messy around the edges, because we will be doing some other steps to sort that out. But obviously you don't want to be all over the place. Try and sort of keep it fairly neat-ish. So it'll look something like that. So obviously it does look a little bit weird at the minute because it's like a block colour on a smoky colour. So instead of this black, if you did want to go a little bit lighter, not quite as dark, you could use like a dark brown, or you could just use the black eyeshadow. But to me this is so much better because it is that darker look that I want. So I'm now going to take a slightly bigger brush. This is sort of a flat brush, but it's kind of fluffy as well. This is from Best Dope. It's a cheap one from Amazon. I like to use these for like the darker things. So I'm going to take the black from that palette, and that's called Temptress. The red from that palette that I used, by the way, is called Living My Best. Sorry guys, I have got my sore throat is just hard to talk like normally with it, because it's quite sort of, I don't know, I feel like I sound very like deep. I'm going to pat that on. I'm not sweeping, because if I do that it's just going to move the base around a bit. But this is just setting that black base to make sure it doesn't crease. To be honest, that doesn't crease anyway really, but you're going to need to, because it's sticky, you know, it's a sticky base, so you don't want to be leaving it unset, because it's just going to be weird. Like, it's going to, you know, your eyelids are going to stick. I mean, look how dark that is, you know what I mean? Like, obviously that black pigment is really black anyway, but it's, look at that, it's just so black, like with that base as well. So now with that same brush, I'm just gonna almost sort of like blend it in very, very gently. I'm not pressing hard at this stage, so I'm literally just blending that in with the red very, very slightly. Maybe you can see it's just made that a little bit softer. I'm going to take a fluffier eyeshadow brush. This is from Spectrum B07. Again, I think this is actually one from Amazon. I do like to use these for darker colours, just because it's I hate ruining nice brushes. I know that sounds terrible. So I'm going to take that black shade again from that palette, and I'm going to continue blending that out into the red. We are going to add a transition shade in between, but I just want to get this black smoked out first. I just feel like it works a bit better in that order. So you can see how much smokier that is. You can also do this with any colour, like you could replace the red with purple, pink, literally any colour. Like, I've done it with purple before. I think I've done it with pink before as well, and it does look really, really nice. Obviously purple's a bit darker, so you can really play around with whatever colour. And we are going to be reinforcing that red as well. See? Because obviously it does get the black sprinkled on it from when we're putting the black on, and you do just need to reinforce that first colour. So as you can see, it's very dark, like very, very dark and smoky. So I'm actually going to take that same brush, just wipe it off a little bit, and I'm going to take, from the same palette, I'm going to take this shade here. I'm going to go between where I did that black and the first red, and I'm just going to blend that in with what I blended with the black as well. This is a transition shade, so it basically blends both colours together. You can have many transition shades Sometimes I use like many, but for this you only really need one. Now I'm going to take the P. Louise 121 again from earlier, and I'm going to take that lighter red, the Living My Best shade. I'm just going to go ahead and reinforce that lighter red just a little bit, because it has got a little bit just slightly lost during the process. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take that darker red shade, the burgundy, and I'm going to go and reinforce that as well. Just blend that in, all in together. I'm just going to go ahead and take the black and go ahead and just put a bit more of that on the lid. We don't want to be going up because we have just blended all that, so we don't want to be creating another block of colour. Literally just going over the lid to make sure that I haven't got any sort of other colours on the lid. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face, and then I will come back to finish the eye makeup and yeah, finish off the look with you guys. See you soon. Hi guys, I'm back. So I've just done all my face makeup, my brows, contouring, everything like that. So I am going to now show you how to do the bottom eyeshadow. I'm going to take from this palette again the lighter red that we were using on this brush. This is a P. Louise brush in 124. It's a little bit more precise than the one earlier, but it's still quite fluffy. I'm going to go ahead and put that along my lower lash line first of all. And we're just going to smoke that quite low. Like, we're going to keep smoking it downwards. Okay, you can see I brought that down quite low. Now I'm going to take the fluffier brush from earlier, and I'm going to take a tiny bit more of that product, and I'm just going to go ahead and smoke that out with this brush as well, just because this creates a much more smoky look than the other one. But it's good to start with that more precise one, otherwise we're just going to be creating shadow with this. There you go. As you can see, that's very smoky, very low down. Now I'm going to take from that same palette this burgundy shade here, which we used earlier on that brush, and I'm going to go ahead and go over the lower lash line with that. Now I'm going to go ahead in with the black from that palette on that same brush, and very lightly just go from the outer corner and just pack that on the outer corner first of the lower lash line, like that. Then what I'm going to do is just remove the product from that brush, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that into the rest of the lower lash line just a tiny bit. We don't want it all the way along, just smoke it in. So I have already done the eyeliner, I used a pen liner, and I just did some flicks as well. So yeah, that's how it looks so far guys, just removing any fall down because it does happen. Now I'm going to take this Snowflake Heart by I Heart Revolution, and it's this highlighter. I'm going to take this on a flat brush. This is from Barry M. I'm going to take some and I'm going to put that in the inner corner of my eye, just to highlight the inner corner, okay, because I like it, I want it to be smoky all the way around the eye, but I do just want that tiny bit of the eye just to be slightly lighter. I'm also just going to put a tiny amount just along my brow bone, just to highlight the brow bone, just a tiny bit. I'm just going to go ahead and do my lips and my lashes, and then I will be back. Hi guys, I'm back. So I've just done my lashes and my lips, and I've washed my hair. So yeah, this is the finished look. So again, this is like an alternative sort of look. But yeah, what do you think, guys? Let me know what you think in the comments. I really like this look. I use this look quite a lot. This is a look that I use very regularly, mainly when I go out, like out. So I think I've got lipstick on my teeth. But yeah, I do use this look quite a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Goodbye.